Okay, so we are in March, and March, if I listen to all the psychics and the people who study astrology and the planets, etc., they all say that March has a very fiery energy. So it's a month full of optimism and passion. And yeah, it's a fast energy, and I think we can all feel it. So I'm going to start and ask all of you how you are experiencing life at this stage. We are in March. We have so many things happening in South Africa and worldwide. So just let's touch base. Let's tell each other how we are experiencing life. And if you want to, you can speak Afrikaans. No obligation to speak English. Unfortunately, if you want to speak a different language, we'll need a translator, or you can just speak in order to express, because the expression is valuable. It's not that we only want to hear, we also want to give each other the opportunity to express, because there's healing in expression. Tandi, are you going to start? You are.
Yes, I will. At the moment, it's like just automatic mode for me. Just one foot in front of the other. It's not good. It's not bad. Very much like a feeling like I'm in limbo between two worlds. With like a ship without a sail. That's what it feels like right now.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's sound stuff.
Yeah.
And I must say that I had a few people telling me they are so tired of all the punches coming in their direction. People are so tired. That's the other reason why I don't want to keep you for too long. We are all tired, and we all need to retire every evening, doing it peacefully, restfully. I do believe it's going to be part of our energizing to go through what we are going through at the moment. Okay, anybody else? Mikey? Jou klank is af, Mikey.
It's quite stressful for me, and a lot of negativity wherever I go. People are really tired, and it's hard to try to motivate people and in a positive way. So really, it is quite. I can feel the energy is very draining.
Yeah. Okay. So you can feel it as well. Can you feel the fiery part, Mikey? Or not really?
Not at the moment. No.
Not that much. Yeah.
I can say that I feel actually the opposite. I feel I'm in the middle of the fire starting to burn, and I need another month on top of March to make it. So that's with deadlines, but it's very positive. Mine started off with a boom, but now I have to keep that going. And
right.
I'll never forget the last time when I got the message very clear that I'm standing in my own way. And I did move out of my own way, and then I got hold of a light that I'm not going to let go of now. And that is my my challenge, to keep that fire burning.
Lovely, Michelle. So you can feel the fiery part, and
Yeah.
it's so positive for you.
Yeah. No, it started off with a bang. Since I got out of my own way.
May I ask, did you do the 369 thing?
You know, I did everything.
Oh.
That's self-work, and the most the biggest lesson that I learned, and I have to share this on the group, is that I cut off literally 30 years of, what do I call it?
Baggage.
Baggage that I,
Really?
yes, and it's a lifetime. And if I have to tell you my whole story, I'll keep you all night. However, it's important to cut off negativity, because you're pulling. My biggest lesson was that I heard that I'm pulling down the karma with me. And then I thought, no, I'm out of here. In that case, I don't
Yo.
want it. And then the changes that started to happen. I mean, 30 years for me, it's still very emotional. However, I managed to do it, and it wasn't without, after, I wouldn't call it attempts to stop me. However, I'm not letting go of that light. And I'm feeling very, very motivated. Also, I don't want to put a button there, but I have to keep this going, and that is what I would like advice on. To keep the fire going. But I've experienced the biggest breakthrough after really letting go.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, because you
I have
really
to.
encourage all of us to get out of our own ways.
Yeah.
I love what Kim
Please.
says. The only person who's going to help you is the one in the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tommy, do you want to share with us?
Hi. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, I got nothing. I've got a lot to be thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But when you look around you, there's so much that needs to be done. There's so much, when you talk about people in general and society in general, there's so much going on, so much negativity, so much plundering, and cases of murder, etc., especially in the area where I am. And it's very demoralizing. So when you listen to Kim, when I listen to Kim, then I try and do a measurement of some sort of what I see around me, and hope to see a change in energy, a change in people's attitudes, a difference in people's lives. Yeah, so I'm trying to remain positive, but things are really terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling to make ends meet.
Yes.
So,
see a
but
lot
we
of
don't
media.
lose hope. Keep on trying, keep up the hope. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for encouraging us in that way, Tommy, for living there and seeing all the need and just moving forward. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks.
Mandy?
Yeah, my frustration at the moment is I really just want things to get going. To me, everything is just taking way too long. But I know there's a process, and Kim is doing the best that she can do with what she's got. But yeah, I have huge frustration levels like you can't believe. But it is a process, and I'm dealing with it and working through it. But yeah, other than that, it's all good. Everything's happening for a reason. So yeah, I'm just very pleased to be here, to be experiencing what's actually really going on at this moment in time. I keep on telling my daughter all the time, we're going to be in the history books one day. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the history books. Yeah, thank you for that, Mandy. Yes, myself, I'm feeling the heat. It's not always easy. I feel the intense energy. Sometimes I wake up with anxiety, and I'm actually a good sleeper. But I do believe that what the universe is asking for us and waiting for us to do is to create something new. The one in the mirror. What is a dream for the future? And then again, tonight we're going to create through visualization. And also we need to create through enjoyment. Gratitude, of course, there's a lot to be said about gratitude. People keep gratitude journals, etc., etc., but we need to understand that enjoyment on the new earth is going to be an essential part of it. But unless we start enjoying at the moment or fake it until we make it, that we truly have what we are dreaming about and enjoy having that, it's really part of the energy that is going to pull it through. We are, as I see it, in a birthing process. And I hope you don't find this picture too graphic, but it's really the image that I got in my third eye. And the image that I got was that it is a birthing process, but I saw the birthing canal like this, very narrow, very long. That blue and pink over there is the two opposites that we try to pull through the birthing canal. And to me, it's the yin and the yang. It's the vision that I had. And I do a lot of rebirthing in my practice. And so I know that people who experience their birthing as very traumatic, maybe it was a long, narrow, a very long, and they experience a lot of pressure during the birthing process, it impacts on them for the rest of their lives. And so the way we are going to experience this transition from descension to ascension is also going to impact the way we are going to experience the new earth. So I thought it appropriate to use a visualization to change this image of the process as it is at the moment to having a more wider place to move through, a shorter one, so that the yin and the yang can have better perspective. And what I really see in my mind's eye is that we are approaching the end, the crowning, the crown. It's crowning. I do see it in my mind's eye. And I think the more we from the inside experience the joy of what we are going to move in, then we are going to realize it. Okay. So we are going to use what we use in therapy when we do a rebirthing is when the baby is out, the baby needs to take a deep breath. But the mother also has to breathe during the birthing process in order to make it a smooth birth. So what is very, very important is that we need to breathe and remember that it is an opportunity to discover our power in the dark. That's why births are there. Also, the moving from the just help me with the English word, van die larwe na die skoenlapper om uit die kokon te Dandy?
Shit. Sorry.
Sorry.
Going from the
going
through the whole butterfly process. The whole
yes.
cocoon, butterfly, spinning of the worm. What, sorry, say it again?
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphosis, yeah.
Absolutely. Metamorphosis, a transformation.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is what I learned the other day, I can't remember who mentioned it. The one lady discovered that before the larva spins itself completely in the cocoon.
In the cocoon.
In the cocoon, it loses its head. And we so often during this time feel as if we are losing our heads, are we not?
Yeah.
Yes. Now it's part of the transformation. And we need to breathe. And I listen to very few people on a podcast where they advise people to move through this stage in life, where they do not emphasize how beneficial breathing exercises are. It's for free. You can use it in the queue where you are standing. You can use it while you are driving. You can use it when you wake up in the morning. It's so valuable. Okay. And also, we experience dogs so often during this time in South Africa, and it's an opportunity to discover the power in our own power. We must not complain. We must actually try not to complain, but to embrace the opportunity to be able to see in the dark. When you walk into a dark room, immediately you cannot really make out where you need to go and what objects are there. But after a while, you can see. To relearn our ability to see in the dark, because we are not going to know how the new earth and the new situation is going to look like. We can visualize something, and then we take part in the creation, but we will not know. We have to have the ability to walk in the dark. Okay. Does anyone wants to say anything at this stage? Add something? Something came to mind? No? Okay. So I would like you to just take 3 nice, deep, but comfortable breaths. And as you exhale, just let go of anything you do not need. And another nice and a deep breath. And just feel how you start to relax. And now I want you to hand over the breathing to your own body. And just allow your body to breathe you. Follow your own breath. There are actually 4 stages to it. It's the inhale. It's the space between the in and the exhale. The exhale and the space in between the inhale, the exhale and the inhale. You don't have to control your breathing. Just enjoy every part of the breath. And in your mind's eye, just experience all the pressure that there is at the moment. And just feel how much pressure you feel in life. And imagine yourself going through a narrow birthing canal. And know that you have the power to change this experience with your perception and your imagination. So just ask your body, what color would allow this canal to relax around you, to become a bit wider, to allow more movement. And as you inhale that color, and on the exhale, you see how the pressure around you just give a bit way. It gives you more space. And just enjoy the space that you have to move in. And know that this is a very, very special time of your existence in life, on earth. And that this experience is going to allow you to fully be aware of the new opportunities, the new way of being. And know that many people will pass through this beautiful, however stressful time without knowing. Like people sleeping on a train while they are having a lovely scenery that they can watch, but they are sleeping. You chose to be one of the people that are awake. And you didn't choose it for nothing. And just feel the freedom of movement as you add more color to the walls of your birth canal. And if you are ready, you can even imagine that it is opening up and that the crowning will soon start. And ask your body and your higher self, what you need to let go of before this crowning can start. And see what answers come back to you. This process is often very dark, but the dark can be soothing, and the dark can also be a place where you become aware of insights that you would not become aware of in the light. Allow some insights to come to you. Remember that the energy is fiery and that we do not need to act immediately. But just store these insights in your mind, knowing that it might be valuable in the time to come. And thank your creative mind for this image and this visualization to ease the pressure of this time and make it a more precious time. And once again, just feel how privileged you are to be on this journey. And anytime you feel pressure, you can repeat this visualization. Maybe you receive a different color to use. Maybe it will be the same color, it will not matter. But you can now move your hands and feet. Take another deep in breath. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. Anybody who wants to share the experience with us?
I will. I
Thank
must
you,
say,
Meyer.
my color was orange and I feel much more alive, and really I can feel a difference in my breathing. I can breathe much easier now. Thanks.
Thank you, Mikey. I love that word, alive. It's a beautiful word. It's really next level. Thank you. Anybody else?
Okay.
Yeah, go first.
Who's talking?
You can
Michelle.
go first, Tandy. Okay. Thank you, Tandy. My color was turquoise, and I feel it was like a lightning bolt, and we have the power already to do what we need to do.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. It's inside of us, hey?
Yeah, yeah.
We just need to ignite it. Thank you so much for that. Michelle, Dundee?
Okay. Well, my color was a very, very pale pink.
Okay.
It felt very soft and very nurturing and safe. And then I remembered my time in the birth canal and my throat closed up. And I realized I needed to be born. And I remembered in my mind's eye that my brother was sitting on my mom's lap. And yeah, some stuff happened beforehand. He had a more or less close to the time that I was conceived, he had a accident where he ran in front of a car and he got a bit of brain damage at the age of nearly 6. And as a result, my mom couldn't afford to keep me, look after him and the older brother. And I was adopted out. And I just felt that that fear of being born and having to leave my brother and knowing my mother didn't want me. then already. That those feelings came through quite strong. And I suppose I'm dealing with this right now because I got a message from someone on Saturday telling me that this brother had died on Saturday. He was chased by some thugs and crossed the road and was hit by a car again. How's that for comic?
Wow.
And he died on Saturday. So that was the birthing canal, and now I still have to find the courage to walk through it and start over properly. Start this next chapter.
Ah, Tandi. Shoo, thank you for sharing that with us. It's very courageous of you, extremely. And from my heart to yours, I can just say I am so sorry.
Thank you.
But thanks for sharing. Okay. Tandi, and I would suggest that you use that pink color a lot now in order to move through. Sorry?
Yeah, I'll do that. We're so busy. I suppose this is a fire month that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we're just so constantly just in survival mode that we don't get time and struggle to
Yes.
make time to slow down, to breathe, to have that evening ritual, morning ritual of being quiet and processing and doing the work we have to do. We don't have a choice anymore. We've got to do it.
Yes.
The healing has to continue.
Yes, Tandi, and you know, you don't know how much I appreciate you sharing this with us, because it's not your fear alone. We all have a fear of this birth. And you made it possible for us to just give it a second thought and to work through it instead of suppressing whichever fear we have, or even sadness, you know. But thank you so much for that. Tommy, do you have anything to share with us? Oops. Tommy, are you yet there? It seems not. Mandy?
Yeah, no, it was lovely. My color that I saw was violet. And I know for a fact that my birthing process was very, very difficult for my mom. So yeah, I've found life very, very difficult. As you said in the beginning, if your birthing process is quite tough, life is quite tough. So yeah, that really rang true for me, and thank you for sharing that information. So yeah, but we will just keep on pushing through and making it through. But I also get more clarity of why I cried for 9 months solid when I was born. So my poor mom, I had intense colic. But yeah, I obviously didn't want to be here. But anyway, I'm here.
Mandy, did you manage to make it easier with the color that you breathed?
Yes, I used the violet light.
The violet light, right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Will you also keep on doing that?
Yes, no, definitely. Yes, no, definitely. I find the violet light very, very powerful.
Yeah. Sorry,
so,
at this stage,
for me, anyway.
I will have to just invite all of you. If you struggle after the session, it went quite deep. I did check on what I need to do, but please contact me, and yeah, it's my job. I will help you I'll just assist you to work with whatever surface that you We need to find it easier, not more difficult after this meditate or visualization. So please contact me if you need some love and care and a bit assistance. I will give that to you. Okay, good. Then I drew a card on this process, and the card was the river, and of course its movement. When we are in the birth canal, there's no going back. Before we go through, the baby can decide, no, I want to stay a while longer. But once the birthing started, and it has already started for all of us, we have to go to move through, we have to flow, and we need to let go of anything that make it difficult for us to move through. Okay, and I want to share a energy exercise with you to take you into the future. And what I want, I'm not going to take long, but I want you to remember these 3 words. Remember, you are worthy of the new future waiting. What will take you through, like the river that flows through, is your own excitement and your appreciation for what is happening. So please remember those 3 words. And what we are going to do with the ball, I'm going to stop sharing for a while. I want you to see me. In the beginning, I said that the universe is waiting for us to create along with it. And how we are going to create is with our vision for the future. Just like the previous time when I said, think of 3 things that you would like to move into in future. But just for now, our time isn't that long. We just think of one thing. And we are going to gather some light, some energy in between our hands. So I want you can close your eyes and once again start breathing comfortably, as deep as possible without being uncomfortable. And just gather the energy in between your hands until you feel a lovely light in between your hands. And when you feel the light, your hands might start to tingle. And we all know that the long river that flows through our body is the Meridian River. And there are 6 meridians. So 3 flows to our fingertips and 3 flows from our fingertips. But the hands are associated with creativity, creation. So we are going to use these 3 meridians to get that river flowing. And when a river that has been stagnant for a long time starts to flow, there's a lot of mud. That's all the baggage that we don't need to take with us. So acknowledge any negative emotions, any memories that you know it's time to let go of. And just feel, despite everything, how worthy you are of being on earth at this time in life. And feel the worthiness flowing through your body. And know it's a divine calling that you answered to for being here. And the way you came into life was just to prepare you. It didn't give you an identity. You took on a huge challenge. Feel the excitement of achieving a goal or moving into the future that you visualize for yourself. Smile and feel the excitement through your whole body. And know that you are going to experience many things and you are going to see many things. Appreciate every part of it and just feel how the ball of energy grows in your hands and just allow it to guide the movement of your hands while you see this beautiful future you are moving into with worthiness, excitement, and appreciation. I'm going to give you a minute to experience this light between your hands. And thank this beautiful ball of light for being with you tonight. And thank you to every one of you who shared with us your experiences, because we are not separate, but we are one. And when we allow this essence of us to come through, there's an invincibility that we recognize within ourselves and know that we are actually indestructible. Fire cannot burn that part of us. Water cannot wet it or drown it. Wind cannot dry it out. Weapons cannot cleave it. It is ancient. It is unborn, and it never dies. Appreciate yourself for being part of this unified field. And know that you can every day gather the light in between your hands and just to create a vision of where you are going. Take another deep breath, and as you breathe out, you can open your eyes. I got this technique from a doctor who explained he had a patient and she had stage 4 lung cancer, and she refused to take the traditional medicine, or not traditional, the allopathic. And he said, well, he knows this technique. And she did this technique with joy and excitement every day for an hour. And 4 months later, she was completely healed. And to me, that is a beautiful story of hope. And that is what I want to leave you with tonight, is with love, hope, and faith in the future. And we have each other. It doesn't matter what we've lost. We are going to become a whole family again. It's not about being perfect. It's all about being whole. There's another almost 2-3 minutes. So I don't know, Tondi, I'm sure you want to just close for us. And I don't know if anybody wants to say something.
Yeah, the floor is open for anyone that wants to say something in these few minutes. Go for it.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. It's lovely to be part of this positive group. I look forward to next time.
And thank you, Michelle, for being here.
Thank you, Elsie. It was really nice. And it's a nice reminder of being in the moment, and everything is possible. You must just take time and the effort to visualize and co-create new things. Thank you.
Thank you, Mikey, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Elsie. I think it's now really up to each one of us to put new habits into place so we can do this healing. I'm going to start doing better. I'm just doing better.
Lovely. And let's remember each other when we do it, because we need each other to move through. And we are not on our own. We are in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I always do it when I'm barefoot on the grass, because then around, it's a lovely experience. But if you cannot, just imagine you are standing on the grass.
Just stand on the swirls, hold on to a tree, hold on to a plant.
A bunch of flowers.
A bunch of flowers, just hold on to nature in some way. Just do something. Start with something. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank
right.
you, everybody.
And thank you, Elsie. I think Elsie